brothers and sisters.
Take a deep breath. You are never alone. God's presence is always here. Open your heart. Cleanse your mind and receive today's scripture.
It's a powerful one. Our goal really is to unpack this ancient warning, this idea about not forgetting God's covenant, and see, how it still resonates, how it speaks to us now.
Deuteronomy 4, verse 23. It says, "Be careful not to forget the covenant of the Lord your God that he made with you.
Right.
Do not make for yourselves an idol in the form of anything the Lord your God has forbidden."
Okay, that first bit, be careful. It just jumps out, doesn't it?
It really does. It feels very active, like a command needing constant attention, not just a remember this once kind of thing.
Yeah, it implies you actually have to do something to remember. So forgetting isn't just like your memory failing you.
No, I think it's deeper than that. It's more like a gradual fading, or as you put it before, a kind of spiritual drift.
Okay, a spiritual drift. And the verse immediately links that drift to idols.
Exactly. Do not make for yourselves an idol. And understanding what idol means here is crucial. It's anything that starts taking God's place.
Taking his place.
Yeah.
Like commanding your main loyalty.
Precisely. Whatever gets your ultimate trust, your deepest affection, maybe even your obedience before God.
And okay, in that original time, contextually, this was very much about physical things, right? Like actual statues or images.
Yes, the forbidden forms were often tangible objects, people making representations of, things God explicitly said not to represent.
Why was that specific prohibition so important then? Was it just about images?
It was deeply connected to the covenant relationship itself. I mean, this wasn't just an arbitrary rule.
Right.
The covenant was this unique bond between God and Israel. Making idols, especially of other gods or forbidden forms, was a direct violation of that exclusive relationship. It was about loyalty for their own spiritual health and even national identity.
Loyalty. Okay, so physical idols were a breach of that loyalty, that covenant. But fast forward to today, most of us aren't, carving statues in our backyards.
Yeah.
So how does this warning still hit home?
The principle behind it hasn't changed at all. That's the key.
Okay.
If you think about what truly drives you, or maybe consumes your thoughts, your time, your money, those can easily become modern idols.
So less about physical objects and more about priorities or obsessions.
Exactly. It could be the relentless chase for wealth, thinking it guarantees security, or maybe needing constant validation on social media, that craving for status, or even just putting the self, our own desires, absolutely first.
When those things become central.
When they become the ultimate thing you rely on or live for, yes. That's when you hear the echo of Deuteronomy 4.23. It's about where your ultimate trust is placed.
Okay, so forgetting God, in this sense, isn't just like amnesia about religious facts. It's more a slow turning of the heart towards these other things, a reorientation.
Perfectly put. Forgetting is that subtle shift. Our focus changes, our priorities get subtly rearranged, and, worldly things start to seem more important, more real than our connection with God. And that definitely distorts things.
Distorts our perspective, our purpose?
Yes. Leads us away from what actually brings lasting meaning.
So what's the flip side? If forgetting leads to distortion, what does remembering God, keeping that covenant in mind, achieve?
Remembering, that fosters clarity. It brings perspective, a sense of purpose anchored in something solid. It's like a spiritual anchor, really. It keeps you from drifting towards things that promise fulfillment, but ultimately can't deliver.
So wrapping up this deep dive then, Deuteronomy 4.23 isn't just some historical artifact.
Not at all.
It feels like a really current challenge, a call to constantly look at our own hearts, right? To see where we're really putting our trust and making sure we haven't accidentally set up some modern idols.
Absolutely. And that leaves a question for you, the listener, to maybe reflect on. What things in your life, maybe subtly, might be competing for that place of ultimate trust or attention? Is it success, technology, approval, something else entirely?
That's definitely something worth thinking about. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.